is going to be an interesting presentation. I visited with Fay just from time to time, but she has had quite a journey in restoring her health, and I think you can tell that she does it with a sense of humor, with a lot of faith, and a lot of persistence. And our Lieutenant Governor, we are proud to have you here, and we're looking forward to hearing your story. Please welcome Fay Dodwell.
Well, it's a great day to be a Kiwanian, right? Yay! I've been in Kiwanis quite a while, and I'm a former Lieutenant Governor, and I had to step down this year because you only do 3 terms, and then you have to step down, but I can be re-elected. Most of the clubs have not even seen our Lieutenant Governor this year. I think 1 club in our whole division has seen him, or 2 clubs maybe seen him. But anyway, I've had quite a journey from the time I was born up to now. They've called me the miracle baby. Now I'm the miracle child. Some still call me the miracle baby. I survived the river tornado. I am the smallest survivor of the river tornado. And I weighed 2 pounds that night. And anyway, I started about 4 or 5 months ago getting really sick, and they kept doing surgeries. I had to go to Tulsa. I had 2 surgeries over there, had 1 in Oklahoma City, and the last one I had in Oklahoma City, they didn't think I was going to make it. They just really gave up on me. And so I get home, I said, I'm leaving everything in the pickup, I'm not getting nothing out. Well, that was on a Saturday night. Well, you can call it Saturday night, Sunday morning. They called me at 4 o'clock in the morning, said, we've got your kidney. I said, praise God. But they'd called me a year ago on my birthday and put me on the transplant list. And so it just almost a year went by. 11 months went by before I got my kidney. And anyway, I got my kidney on my little brother's birthday, February the 4th, so I won't forget that. And they put me on the transplant list there on my birthday, which is March the 30th. So those are 2 dates I can remember, because they always ask you, when was you put on the transplant list? When did you get your kidney? So I can remember them very well. But when they were talking to me, they said, we got your kidney. And I praise God, you know. So I thought, that's wonderful. And I said, just a moment. You're number 3. There's 2 more ahead of you. So don't get too excited. I prayed. I was shouting in the car all the way to the city at 90 miles an hour because we had to be there in 2 hours. And it may have been faster than that, I don't know. But it had to be there in 2 hours. So I said, oh, we can be there in 2 hours. Well, we was there in 2 hours. And they started admitting me. And I thought, I'm being admitted here. What's the deal? And they said, you are the recipient of the kidney. The other 2 float. And they said, how is your teeth? I said, oh my goodness, do I need them? They're on the console of my pickup. And they said, no, you don't need them, but you just now passed the test. So the others had some teeth problems, evidently, because you can't have a tooth infection or anything. Or you can't get a kid. You can't have any infections in you or anything. And but anyway, they put me through all this testing and everything before I got the kidney, and that took longer than it did to get the kidney. It was a 4-hour surgery, and they go in, and the new kidney is right here. And when they got me awake, they brought in a pillow, a kidney pillow, and I said, "What's this for?" And said, "You'll know when you leave the hospital what this is." Okay, the kidney pillow I have to put between my kidney and the steering wheel when I drive, because they said that if I hit anything like a dog, a deer, or anything, I could lose my kidney instantly because it would hit the steering wheel. So I tried to listen to what the doctors say, and I watched everything I did, and I watched And the bad thing is, the doctor tells me my bladder is the size of a grape. Okay? The doctor says, you got to drink 6 to 8 bottles of this a day. I said, and my kidneys, my bladder is the size of a grape, but I've got to drink that much water? Do I live in the bathroom or what? He said, you will be living in the bathroom for a while. But the bladder will stretch, and it has some. But so I have to drink a lot of water. And it has to be bottled water. You know, I really didn't crave Sonic Happy Hours till after I got this kidney. Now I'm craving Sonic Happy Hours. I can't have it. I can't eat hot dogs. I can't eat lunch meat. Pizza's out, they said. And let's see, what else is it that I like? Anyway, but I try to watch what I eat. If I eat meat, it has to be well done. It can't have any blood running in the plate or anything. It has to be well done. So I try to watch everything I can. I've had no rejections. I was on 63 pills when I left the hospital. Now I am on 26 pills because my body is accepting the kidney. They said in May, it'll be a very few pills I'll be on. One of the pills I take is $4,000. Every 30 days, I could say a month, but last month we were short a day, so every 30 days this one pill costs $4,000. They forgot to mention that to me. This other pill is $2,000 a month. Most of my rejection medicine is very, very expensive. So, but they're taking it down so it won't be as much. But the $4,000 one is one every day. And I was taking medicine 7 times a day. And they asked me how was my sleep. I said, you gotta be kidding. I said, I wish and they set me an alarm on my phone and it goes off when it's time for me to take medicine. And I said, you gotta be kidding. I said, I barely get to sleep and the crazy alarm's going off. So they got it down to where I just take medicine at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. My rejection medicine has to be taken at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. exactly. No matter where I'm at, I have to take it at those hours. And that's the only time I take medicine now, is twice a day. So I feel good. But the doctor said I'm doing great. He said your body has really accepted it good. And there was 2 new interns there. And he told me, he said, this lady is doing great. And because there's no rejection yet. And I said, this $4,000 pill, how long do I have to take it? He said, you have to take it for 100 days. And I said, well, what does it do for me? He said, have you ever had the shingles? And I said, yes. He said, your kidney can get shingles if you don't take this pill. I said, you're kidding. Never heard of shingles on the kidney, but that's what happens is because the guy it was a man that I got the kidney from, and he had O negative blood. I have O positive. And if I don't take the pill, I'd get shingles on the kidney. So that was something new. I didn't know that. Not that explained, but they said I was a perfect match, but yet they didn't tell me about, we both had O blood, but his was negative and mine was positive, and that was the reason. And but anyway, when I was down at the doctor's office the last time, he said, I need you to go by and talk to LifeShare. So I did. It's down the road a little ways from the doctor's office. They did the transplant at the OU Medical Center, and they was in there all the time. It's different getting a transplant than any other kind of a surgery that you have. And I hope nobody's sick here today because I don't have my mask on. Because if I'm out like in the wind yesterday, I have to wear a mask because I have no resistance to anything right now. Because my immune system is way down. And it will be till I get off a little more medicine. But so far I've not been sick or anything. And the doctor's very happy with everything. And there's 3 doctors I see. I see Dr. Monty, Dr. Hawkins, and Dr. Sebastian. And they're always there, and they usually see me every time I'm there. if all three of them can't see me, then at least one of them sees me, or two of them. And but I was in the hospital for a week since I lived so far away, and then they had me stay down there at an apartment. It's not too far from the hospital, and it cost me $30 a day there, which is not bad, but I had to stay there, that apartment, for 2 weeks, because with the distance between there and home, I would not make it if something happened, and nothing ever happened. So other than an ice storm hit down there, and I couldn't get to one of my doctor appointments because the doctor's office was even closed that day, so I went the next day then, and they were open. But yeah, we got an ice storm down there, and it lasted 3 days, and I was sure happy when it got over. But anyway, it was quite a journey. But the journey home from Oklahoma City back to Fargo was the roughest trip I think I've ever taken. I was really hurting, and I said, I see why they wanted me to stay down there for those 2 weeks, because it really hurt. And but anyway, I've been doing great, trying to listen to the doctor, and if anything goes wrong or anything, I try to say something. But my water has to be purified, and I can drink a Coke if it is in a bottle. It can't have ice, and I can't have ice. Oh my, I don't know what I'm going to do this summer. I've got to stick these in the freezer or something, because I've got to have ice in the summer. I've always grew up with ice. So anyway, I can't have ice out of any fountains or a fountain drink. And but I was thinking I could just stick that in the freezer for a little while and I'd have some ice. So I've got a cure for everything. And while I was down to LifeShare, they recruited me. They said, you have a story to tell, and we want it to be known to people, and we will be sending you places to give your story. And that's where my kidney come from, was through LifeShare. I don't know if anybody has heard of LifeShare or not. On your driver's license, if you are a donor, LifeShare comes in and distributes your organs and your skin. They need a lot of skin nowadays. They have more skin transplants than anything else, they said. And so they can use about any part of you. And they said, even though your kidneys are bad and you got a new one, you still got other organs we can transplant, and your skin. I said, not this skin, it's all bruised up from the hospital yet. And they said, but we can do it, that you're going to be okay a little bit. But anyway, they got pictures with me and everything, and they want to send me different places, and I have to keep track of here. Everywhere I go, I have to let them know. And I've got cards here about being into the transplant. I've got these cards, but I don't have very many of them. If you haven't signed your driver's license and it won't expire for a while, you can fill one of these cards out. I've got a few of them here. But you can fill this card out and still be an organ donor, because everybody needs to be an organ donor. And I did not realize how important it was till I got my kidney. And then also, I don't know if you guys got them or not, but they sent these out in the mail, and everybody at Fargo and Woodward got these in the mail, and Shattuck and different places, they got this in the mail. Well, they're going to put my story in one of these days, they said, in this paper. They told me that before they were recruiting me. But Kayla will hand these out to you, and you'll have this in there, and I think another little pamphlet in there. But there's some great stories in here, and I try to take care of my kidney, and so now I have 3 kidneys. I don't have 2 kidneys, I've got 3. They do not take a kidney out, they just add another kidney. So my kidney is right here under the skin, and then they hook it up to different things. I said, it's just like hot wiring a car, I guess. To me it is, because Daddy was always hot wiring cars, and so I said that's what they did, they hot wired my kidney. So anyway, that's what I'd say happened. And but it's working good so far and everything. So, and I have to be careful not to do too much on the right side, but it's healing up, they said, real good, so don't have to watch it as much. and they made sure I always got up on my left side so I wasn't putting any pressure on the kidney when they first put it in. But the surgery took 4 hours and said everything went great, and so I was happy there. But the next morning after my kidney surgery, I was up walking, and I walked just a little bit that day because it was kind of hard the first day. But after that, I'd get up and I'd walk 2 or 3 times a day. And the doctor asked me if I was walking. I said, yes. I said, I use those handrails. He said, you're supposed to be using the therapist to do that with. I said, that's okay. I don't have time to wait on them. I want to walk because I want out of here. And he said, walking is good for the kidney. So I walk every morning and every evening now. But he said the walking is very good for the kidney. And he said, and then he said, I want you to be in the 5K because you used to do 5Ks all the time. I said, yeah. And he wants me to be in one of them at Stillwell for the Strawberry Festival, but I don't know if I'll make it there or not. But anyway, he told me to start doing my 5Ks again. He said, because it won't hurt you. So anyway, if you have any questions on this, you'll know how to get a hold of me. Okay, and I'll let Kayla hand out the stuff to you. And it was nice being here, and I'm just proud of LifeShare and what they do for people.